If you're the kind of person that needs a special favor from the President of the United States, but you've always sat there wondering, how can I do that? Well, good news for you folks, because a group called Freedom 250, Freedom 250 if you will, has a new offer for you. If you have the low price of just $1 million, Freedom 250 can pretty much guarantee you an audience of one with Donald Trump himself for you to ask for whatever favors it is your heart desires. Freedom 250, according to a new report from the New York Times, is actually selling what they call access to Donald Trump for $1 million. Here's what the New York Times reported. Freedom 250 has emerged as another vehicle akin to the White House Ballroom Project, through which people and companies with interest before the Trump administration can make tax-deductible donations to gain access to and seek favor with a president who has maintained a keen interest in fundraising and a willingness to use the levers of government power to reward financial supporters. Meredith O'Rourke, the president's top fundraiser, is amassing private donations for Freedom 250. Her team is circulating a solicitation obtained by the New York Times offering, quote, bespoke packages for donors. While there are inconsistencies in the solicitation language, the detailed breakdowns of packages for donors indicate that those who give $1 million or more will get invitations to a private Freedom 250 thank you reception hosted by Trump himself with a historic photo opportunity. Those who give $2.5 million or more also are being offered speaking roles in an event in Washington on July 4th. In other words, if you're a millionaire, if you need a favor from Trump, give a little money to Freedom 250 run by top Trump allies, and we'll guarantee you a little bit of one-on-one time. Not sure how much, maybe a minute, maybe 5, maybe 15, who knows? It's a gamble, but the more you give, probably the more time you're going to get with the guy. Oh, I forgot to mention something very important here. Oopsie-doo. Trump founded the group. It's not being run by him, as far as we know. I imagine it is. It's being run by his allies, but it's his group. So give money to this group that I'm not running, and I'll sit and talk with you for a few minutes about what you need from me after you've given me money. It's not the corruption that gets me anymore. I mean, let's be clear here. This is obvious 100% bribery. Like, there is no other way to classify this. This is bribery. This is what it is. You give me money, I'll give you what you want. As recently as like 12 years ago, politicians were getting arrested for shit like this. I mean, not even 12 years ago. And I'm not just saying they were in a scandal. They were getting arrested for doing this exact kind of thing. Name Bob Menendez ring a bell? And here Trump is not just doing it at a much larger scale than anybody has ever done, but out in the open. That's what gets me about it. That's the only shocking part, that this man now has the audacity to not only be the most corrupt president of the United States, but openly the most corrupt president of the United States. They're almost advertising it. Well, hell, I mean, they are technically advertising it. And he doesn't care because he knows nobody's going to do anything to him. Nobody. They're not going to prosecute him when he leaves office. He can preemptively pardon himself, which, by the way, we need a constitutional amendment to prevent that. Honestly, at this point, a constitutional amendment to strip the executive branch of pardon powers. No more. I say over with. Trump has destroyed it. Like, no more. You can't do it. Sorry. But more importantly, MAGA doesn't care. But MAGA, I got to tell you guys, you got to notice that it's $1 million minimum. Does that apply to you guys? You know, we were driving through Alabama this past weekend, and we had to get off on an exit to get gas. And right across from the gas station, a guy in the oldest pickup truck I've ever seen that's still running had all this Trump gear out there. a big fight, fight, fight Trump photograph framed, like selling this Trump merch from this like 40-year-old, the only thing holding it together was like the mud on it, pickup truck. And I'm not exaggerating. But that guy's not invited. Like, he is the most diehard kind of Trump supporter there is. Trump's not catering to you folks. He doesn't give a damn about you. You don't have 2 pennies to rub together to keep your fingers warm. And you would die for this man. And he wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire. He cares about enriching himself by basically extorting wealthy individuals. You're not a part of that. Never have been, never will be. And you're out there making a damn fool of yourself every day along the interstate because you think this is the greatest man to ever exist. It blows my mind. It's never not going to blow my mind that these ignorant rednecks do this crap for a man who is actively causing harm in their daily lives. And then he turns around, is the most corrupt mother fricker we have ever had in the White House, and they cheer him on the whole way because they still think, they believe deep in their heart of hearts that one day they'll be millionaires and billionaires too. Maybe selling all that Trump merch on the side of the interstate will strike it rich, right? It ain't going to happen. It's never going to happen. And the reason it's not going to happen is because of the system put in place by the very powerful people who are now bribing Donald Trump for even more favors to hold people like you down. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.